Hello students, this is Akshita, your educator, and I welcome you all on the platform of Global Online. So for the paper 1 preparation of your NTA UGC NET 2023, Global Online application has come up with a series where we'll be discussing the whole syllabus of the paper 1. In today's lecture, we'll be talking about the topic blood relations from the unit mathematical reasoning. This is the lecture number 1. And in today's lecture, we'll be understanding different relations. I'll be sharing you certain symbols for different relations, so I'll be assigning symbols. So these are the tips and tricks that we are going to share that will make sure that you'll solve a given particular question within the limited span of time as well as with a great accuracy. If you are targeting the GRF for December 2023, so the paper 1 preparation is very much important because that is going to ace your GRF. As well as for the paper 1 complete preparation, Global Online application has come up with a course where the course has been designed in such a way that keeping in mind the paper pattern and the difficulty level of your question paper, this particular course has been designed with the highlighting features given below. Daily live lectures will be provided to you in Hindi as well as English language. So yes, in this particular live lectures we'll be sharing you certain tips and tricks, okay, along with you can ask the doubts wherever required in the live lecture itself. Full syllabus notes will be provided to you in the form of PDF which can be easily downloaded through the mobile phone, okay. 60 plus mock test where we'll be completing the whole syllabus. All the questions will be covered, as well as the questions asked in the mock test can be directly replicated in the examination as well, hence this is very much important, okay. 2000 plus MCQ question bank. In this particular question bank, the most repeated question, highly expected question and exam relevant questions are particularly given, okay. So to join this particular course, you can contact us on this given WhatsApp number. The fees for this particular course is 4500, but currently offer has been given on this particular course. So yes, the course will be provided to you, or you can get enrolled to the course in the course fees of just 3600 rupees. Before that, if you want to access free demo videos, then you have to install the Global Online application from the Play Store with such a logo. Open the application. After the installation, you'll find such type of interface where there's an icon named as store icon. You have to click on it. After clicking, you'll move to the page called as my courses. In my courses, there's a search tab where you have to search the course. After searching course, you have to open it. You'll find such type of interface. In this particular interface, there is an overview as well as content. In content, if you move, there are free demo videos in Hindi as well as English language, both languages. Exclusive courses are available as well as unit wise folders are available where there are theory lectures, evaluation test, notes, mock test as well as MCQ lectures. So if you follow the course religiously from the starting to the end, this course is going to be very much beneficial for you. Yes, you can ace your GRF as well as score maximum, building your foundation as well. Without any further ado, let's begin with the lecture. So for your convenience, I have divided the blood relation questions in two categories. The type 1 we can discuss over here in today's lecture is basically 2 or 3 sentences are given to you, like as I have shown in this particular question, and they ask you based upon those statements certain questions, okay. This is the type 1, okay. And in case of the type 2, if I show you, this is the type 2 question, okay. In this particular type 2, they have given you 4 to 5 statements, okay. These are basically the data we can consider. So based upon this data, question is asked, and question is asked to determine the relation, okay. The question asked and the data given are interlinked in a sense that we have to relate the relation based upon the data. Okay, if you are not able to understand, we'll understand in detail in upcoming lecture, no doubt in that, okay. So just you have to understand that for your convenience I have divided, okay, as well as for my teaching convenience I have divided the blood relation questions into two categories, okay. So before discussing these two types, we'll be understanding certain relations and we'll be assigning certain symbols. So in today's lecture we'll be talking about assigning the symbols and understanding the relations. Okay, now whatever the symbols I am going to use are not ideal, that have been designed for my use, okay. I have designed it for my use, okay. So you can assign different symbols, but I'll be noting you one point over here that it is better that if both me as well as you guys we both go with the same symbols, okay. That will be helpful for both of us to solve the question, okay, for better understanding. Now The symbol one that we are going to assign is for the male sex character. Okay. Symbol number 2 is for the female sex character. Symbol number 3 that we are going to use is for the siblings. Okay. Siblings, it means we can say the child or the children of same parent. The children of same parent are called as siblings. Okay. Cousin and sibling, these are the two different terms. So please do differentiate it in a proper manner. That siblings, it means these are the children of same parent. Same parent. Okay. So now moving on to the fourth symbol that we are going to assign is for the married couple. Married couple. Okay. And the fifth symbol is for the generation gap. This is for the generation gap. Okay. So whenever we talk about a male character in a question or a male character is given in the question, we are going to assign a square shape for the male character. Once again, symbols are not ideal. Please make note of it. You can use some different symbol. But again, the same thing that I would like to repeat is make sure that you use the same symbol, because we have to solve a lot of questions, so that won't make you like confused, or it will be helpful for your better understanding. Okay. So for male, we are going to use a square shape. For female, we are going to use a circular shape. For siblings, whenever whenever in question they talk about two characters, and we are understanding that two characters belong to the same parent. They are the children of same parent. It means they are brother and sister, right? So they are siblings. So whenever siblings character appear in the given question, we are going to use a dash for that. We are going to use a dash. Okay, this is the symbol dash. Okay. For married couple, we are going to use a double-headed arrow. What symbol we are going to use? A double-headed arrow. Please don't get confused now. Okay, I'll show you how we are going to make the use of these particular symbols in the question. Whenever a married couple comes in the question, or whenever you're understanding that two characters are married, okay, that time we are going to use double-headed arrow between these two characters. Okay, double-headed arrow means arrow with two heads, right? Generation gap. Okay, so you're understanding that there is certain generation change in the given question. Okay, or we can say that there are three different generations in the given question, or two different generations in the given question. So at that time, we are going to differentiate the generation using this particular diagram that I called it as tree diagram. Hopefully, I think you have understood this now. Okay, we are going to assign this particular 5 symbols and going to solve all the questions of blood relations based upon only these 5 symbols. So these are very much important. Make sure that you are going to use the same symbols. Again, I am saying for our convenience to solve the question in a better way. Okay, so for male, we are going to use a square shape. For female, we are going to use a circular shape. For siblings, again the children of same parent, we are going to use a dash. For married couple, we are going to use double-headed arrow. For generation gap, we are going to use this tree diagram. So whenever I say double-headed arrow, the image of double-headed arrow should come in your mind. Whenever I am saying dash, it means image of dash should come in your mind. Tree diagram, the image of tree diagram should come in your mind. Okay, in this way I have assigned 5 symbols. Now the question that comes in your mind is, ma'am, are these 5 symbols enough to solve the blood relation questions? I would say that yes, 100%. These 5 symbols are more than enough for solving all the questions of your blood relations. Okay, now this is something we have cleared. Take the screenshot of this. Okay. So yes, this is the clear topic number 1. Now the topic number 2 that we are going to discuss, I hope you have taken this question, the screenshot of this particular page. Okay, do the pause and you can simply take the screenshot even if you are not. Okay, now this is something we have cleared, assigning the symbols. The second thing that we are going to do is we are going to understand different relations. I know now many of the students know this relation already, but still I have to explain certain terms because many students don't know this, right? Okay, so this is not the big deal. We'll explain it within short span of time to understand different relations. Okay, first thing, we know that consider always one thing that okay, I'll explain it in a different way. For example, whenever we talk about our grandparents, okay, so when we specifically talk in Hindi or any other regional language, for mother's father, okay, या फिर mother's mother, we use different terminology compared to that of father's mother and father's father. Like for father's father and mother, we use dadaji and dadiji, and for mother's father and mother, we use nanaji and naniji. Hence we can differentiate it, right? But when it comes to the language like English, the relations like grandfather and grandmother are usually differentiate based upon the two terminologies. One is maternal and the other one is paternal. So whenever we talk about these particular two terms, these two terms are usually the differentiator. Okay, so differentiator in such a way, whenever we talk about the maternal, we are talking about mother's side. We are talking about mother's side relation. Whenever we are talking about the paternal, we are talking about the father's side relation. We are talking about the father's side relation. Okay, so for example, if I say maternal grandfather or paternal grandfather, it means I'm talking about, yes, whenever I talk about the maternal grandfather, I'm talking about my mother's father. That is mother's father, it means nanaji in Hindi language. Okay, somewhere Anna is also used in South India, right? Anna is for brother, as well as usually sometimes they use for the grandfather, that is mother's father. Okay, it usually differentiates if we move to region wise, right? So this is not important. This is the thing that we have to understand when it comes to the English language. Maternal and paternal, these are the two keywords. For maternal, it means we are talking about the mother's side, and for the paternal, we are talking about the father's side. Okay, so paternal, it means father's father. Paternal grandfather, it means father's father. Similarly, maternal grandmother, okay, it means we are talking about the nani, it means mother's mother. Paternal grandmother, it means again dadiji, that is we are talking about father's mother. I hope you have understood this. Even you don't have to remember this word. Okay, maternal ma, okay, ma in Hindi we can say it, and paternal pa it means papa. Okay, papa paternal, mata maternal. Okay, in this way you can remember the words just to understand. Next thing that we have to understand over here is now aunt and uncle. Okay, the next term, this is the point number 1, we have cleared it. Point number 2, whenever we talk about mother's brother, we usually use mamaji, right, in Hindi language. Similarly, for father's brother we use, yes, for father's brother, what do we use? Chachaji. Okay, we can say chachaji, okay, tauji. So these are the different terms that we use, right? But when it comes again to the English language, we are going to use uncle itself. For either it may be mamaji or it may be kaka or chachaji, whatever you say in your language. Okay, but this is the differentiator again. When we use maternal in front of uncle, it means we are talking about mama, that is mother's brother. Whenever we are talking about, or whenever you are using the keyword paternal uncle, we are talking about father's brother. We are talking about father's brother. Same thing goes with aunt. Same thing goes with aunt. Paternal aunt, maternal aunt. Maternal aunt, I'll just write here MN, okay, M and P aunt. Whenever we talk about the maternal aunt या फिर M aunt, we are talking about masi. It means what? We are talking about masi. It means mother's sister. Mother's sister. And when we are talking about the paternal aunt, it means we are talking about father's sister. That is buaji, right? Father's sister. Hence this is a big differentiator which differentiate the relations, because the terminologies used in the English language are quite similar. Okay, so maternal and paternal is a big differentiator for this, to understand the relations. So yes, we have understood many of the relations like maternal grandfather, maternal uncle, maternal aunt. I hope you have understood, and please take the screenshot of it, or you can make your own short notes. The next thing that we have to understand in the understanding relations again is that siblings and cousins, as I have already told in the previous slides, that siblings, it means the children of same parent. Children of same parent. Okay, now when we talk about the cousins, it means what? It may be the children of your maternal uncle, okay, mamaji. It may be the children of your paternal uncle. Okay, I'll be writing here paternal uncle, maternal uncle, mama ji या फिर काका जी. You can say chachu, whatever you want to. Okay, next is whenever we talk about the paternal aunt or maternal aunt, that is masi or bua. Okay, their children. Whenever we are talking about their children, we are talking about cousins. Try to understand this. Siblings is children of same parent. Cousin, it means paternal uncle, maternal uncle's children, या फिर paternal aunt, maternal aunt's children. They are usually cousins for us, right? We know that. This is the usual term. Siblings and cousins, this is clear. Now third thing that you have to understand here is in-law relations. Okay, please take screenshot of this again. This was simple thing. Whenever we talk about in-laws, yes, mother-in-law, it means what? Your husband's, I'll write here, husband's mother, okay, or we can say wife's mother. Wife's mother is also mother-in-law, right? Okay, similarly father-in-law, if we talk about father-in-law, it means husband's father या फिर wife's father. Husband's father, I'm writing in short, please you have to write in detail, don't do that. Okay, wife's father, husband's father, wife's father, it means father-in-law. Whenever we talk about brother-in-law, we are talking about husband's brother या फिर wife's brother. Okay, similarly sister-in-law, again one more term, sister-in-law. This is again what? Husband's sister or wife's sister, simple thing. Or wife's sister. Okay, so these were some of the relations of in-laws. Okay, so mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. I hope you understood this as well. Okay, take screenshot of this again. One more thing that I would like to highlight, that spouse relation. Okay, whenever we talk about spouse, many of the people think that spouse, it means wife. It's not wife. Okay, first thing, it's not just wife. Whenever we talk about spouse, it is either we are talking about husband, or we are talking about wife. It can be husband as well as or wife. Okay, spouse is not limited to wife, it can be a husband or a wife. Please make a note of it. Many students get confused in this. Okay, so I have explained you now whatever things are required to understand the relation, as well as we have assigned certain symbols. Now we'll try to understand how to make the use of these symbols. Okay, and then move forward. Yes, let's try to use the symbol, using the symbols. How to use the symbols. Okay, we can take the question as well, but let's take some few statements first and then move to the question. Okay, so now you have to use the symbols. How to use certain symbols? Like for example, I'll give you few statements. Like for example, statement number 1, A is sister of B, B is son of C, and C is husband of D. These are three statements. Statement number 1, 2 and 3. Okay, based upon these three statements, just draw the diagram. I'm not asking you the questions over here. I'm just making you clear that how to draw a diagram, how to assign the symbols. Like for example, we have studied in the previous slides that A is sister of B. It means A is a female character. We can clearly understand from the statement number 1 that A is sister of B. It means A is a female character. A is a female character. So we know for the female character we use a symbol circle. So for A also we are going to use a circular shape. Okay, A is a sister of B. Statement number 2, B is a son of C. B is son of C. B is son, it means he is a male character, and for male character the symbol that we have assigned was a square shape. Please look at the notes that I have given you. Okay, I have asked you to take the screenshots of those. Please, if you are not written it in your notes, please do write, pause the video, do write it and try to understand what I am doing over here. I told you that B is son of C. It means B is a male character. For that I am going to assign a square shape. Okay, C is husband of D. C is husband. Husband, it means again a male character, and for a male character we use square shape. So for C also we are going to use a square shape. Now let's try to club these all three statements together. For sister, now look, for sister we know, for siblings, basically whenever I'm talking about a sister, I'm talking about a sibling relation. Okay, so A is sister of B. We have understood that whenever we talk about sibling relation we use a dash symbol. So between A and B I'm going to use a dash symbol. That is A, this is B. I have used a dash symbol between them. Let's assign their respective symbols, that is for A as well as for the B. Okay, from the statement number 1 we could draw this diagram. From the statement number 2, B is son of C. Now we can clearly say that B is son of C. It means C is going to be in the first generation and C is going to come in the second, B is going to come in the second generation. Why? Because C is the father and B is the son. So even if you relate it to yourself, you are in the next generation of your parents. Okay, your parents are the generation before you and you are the generation after your parents. If you look in up in your next generation, okay, so you're talking about the generation of your children. Okay, they are in the third generation compared to that of your parents. Your parents are in the first generation, you are in the second generation, and your children are in the third generation. If you're talking about your grandchildren, they will come in the fourth generation, and so on. Okay, so now here B is son of C. It means C will come in the first generation and B will come in the next generation, right? We have understood this from the statement number 2. At the second thing that we have understood, that whenever we are talking about the generation gap, we use a tree diagram. In the previous slides we have seen that. Okay, so yes, I'll be using here a tree diagram. C is coming in the generation before that of the B. Okay, as B is the son of C. And we know C is a male character. We can club this two diagram together now. How come? A is sister of B, and again B is son of C. B is son of C. I have clubbed this diagram together, two diagrams together. Now C is husband of D. C is husband of D. It means D is compulsorily going to be a wife of C. Because C is the husband, it means D will be wife. Please remember one thing, that in blood relation, third generation concept is not included. Only the cultural things that are sex character of female and male is only considered, not other sex characters are considered for this particular topic. Okay, so whenever I'm talking about C is husband of D, it means C is going to be a male character, then compulsorily D will be the female character. And we know if female character, then we are going to use a circular shape. And now C and D are a married couple, hence I am going to use a double-headed arrow in between them. In this way, if I club all this diagram together, I'll get a diagram like, I'll just draw it properly over here now. Look at the diagram. If I club all these diagrams together, C is married to D. Okay, C is married to D. D is a female character. Both are having B as a son. Now B is a son, no doubt in that, but A is sister of B, na? So here we can conclude that C and D are a married couple having two children. Okay, B and A. Okay, as C and D are married, I have used double-headed arrow in between them. Okay, C and D belong to the first generation. The next generation are their children, which are differentiated by using this T diagram. Okay, and look here now, B is son and A is daughter of C and D, so both will be the siblings, hence I'll be using here a dash in between them. Okay, whenever they specify about the cousin, at that time only you have to consider the cousin fact. Okay, so I'll explain you when you have to consider and when not. Okay, so I hope you have understood the usage of the symbols. I'll be explaining more such examples of usage of the symbols in the upcoming lecture. Okay, as well as we'll be covering the whole topic of the blood relation. I think one more lecture is required. If required, then we'll take one more lecture. 2 to 3 lectures will be conducted on the blood relation. The next thing that we are going to start will be the percentage topic, which is a very much important exam point of view, as these topics like percentage, average, ratio, proportion are important for solving your data interpretation complete questions. Okay, so yes, we'll be explaining in that lecture certain formulas which will be directly useful for solving the questions of your blood relations. Okay, data interpretation. Yes, this was end of today's lecture. If you have liked the video, please hit the like button, as well as you can comment in the comment section. If you're liking the content, please comment it, because these things boost me, and this will help me to make more such videos for you guys. As well as if you have any kind of suggestion regarding the speed of the lecture, regarding the content or anything, you can let me know in the comment section. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe it. And if you want more such videos of mine, you can get enrolled to the course, as well as our whole faculty is ready for your help. Okay, so yes, this was the end of today's lecture. Thank you for watching it, and you can let me know in the comment section whatever your suggestions are. Thank you for watching the video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.